Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, lukemick here, and I am the nation of the United States of America's largest and greatest Marvel fanboy, and this is my review for the Avengers Age of Ultron. So, the Avengers Age of Ultron, definitely my most anticipated movie of the entire year. Forget about 007 Spectre, forget about Mad Max Fury Road, and forget about Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is the year of Ultron, the Age of Ultron, the Avengers. I loved the first film, which came out back in 2012, and I gotta say that I loved this one just as much. This is just a perfect, flawless ride, a perfect movie, nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I love the Avengers Age of Ultron. Best movie I've ever seen in my life. Now, if you guys haven't been able to tell, I am bullshitting you guys like crazy. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Marvel films. I've liked a couple of them. I really liked the ones last year, Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain America the Winter Soldier. I thought both of those films were awesome, but a lot of the other ones sometimes kind of suck. Like, I think the Thor movies are pretty bad. I didn't like the first Avengers film. Iron Man 3 isn't really my cup of tea, and I don't know, I can't even remember all the other ones. But I haven't been the biggest fan of these things. I don't go crazy like everybody else does. I'm not one of those people who, I'm just not even going to get into it. Now, the Avengers Age of Ultron is a movie that is exploding. It's making tons and tons of money, which is what I completely expected. It made $27 million on opening night in America, which is fucking crazy. I'm sorry for my language right there, but that's insane. That's a ton of money for an opening night like that. I don't know if it's unheard of per se, but let's just say that I don't see that a lot. Now, the Avengers Age of Ultron is obviously the follow-up to the film from 2012, The Avengers, and I gotta say that for the most part, it was an alright movie. I think that the first one was better. I only saw that movie once, and that was in theaters back in 2012, and I think that this second one probably isn't really as good as that one from what I remember. And I will say that the characters that are already established in this film are all pretty well realized, and I like the banter between them for the most part, but they try to add two new characters, or a couple of new characters, I guess. I mean, we have Quicksilver, and I don't remember what Elizabeth Olsen's character's name was, but she was that psychic chick in the movie. I didn't think that those two really fit in very well, and it just, I don't know, I just didn't really feel the emotional depth with their characters. Ultron in this movie, the villain, I think a movie needs to, especially a movie like this, needs to have a villain at the caliber of its heroes, but Ultron really I didn't think was the greatest villain. I didn't really get his motive. I understood that he was artificial intelligence and that he only really saw the world as just a bunch of puny humans who don't know what to do with Earth, and basically he wanted to destroy the world like every bad guy wants in superhero movies. All they want to do is destroy the world, and it's the most cliched, generic plot line they could have gone for with this movie. A robot that wants to destroy Earth. That's pretty much what it was, and I don't think that his character was well developed at all. He just kind of came out of nowhere about 20 minutes into the movie and just decided, yeah, I'm just going to be evil just because I can. I think that James Spader, the voice acting he did for this character was excellent. It was magnificent. I think he was great, but I don't think the character really meshed in very well. There are a couple of other newer characters. Paul Bettany was added into this movie. He played another like robot android, and he reminded me a lot of Superman. I don't really know a lot about the source material or the comics of the Avengers or anything like that, but he really reminded me a lot of Superman, and the movie kind of gave me a Man of Steel feel. I do like the way Joss Whedon directs these movies. I think the action is all really well shot. The special effects are really good and very high quality, and I think that, like I said earlier, the chemistry between a lot of the other characters in the movie that we've seen time after time the last almost 10 years now have all been really good. I think that they all worked very well together, and I think that there's something special with this group of people. I just think that this movie's a little bloated. It felt incredibly long, and it is a long movie. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so, but there was just so much stuff that just kept happening, and the story and the villain just didn't really support the runtime of this film, and it just kind of left me just kind of feeling like I'm just watching a montage of superheroes kick ass, and I don't know, I just wasn't really a big fan of it. I wasn't exactly looking forward to this movie. I've never, like I mentioned, never really been the biggest fan of these films. I just think that this movie really only caters to people who are looking for a big summer blockbuster, which are a lot of people, not necessarily me, and people who are obviously established fans of this franchise and this series, and they know they're going to enjoy it pretty much no matter what. So that's my review of The Avengers Age of Ultron. I didn't love it. I don't think it's a horrible movie. I think that there could have been some things done to make it a little bit better. Some better character development would have been nice. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. So you guys, this is Luke signing off. Please subscribe, and I'm really sorry about that BS I did right in the beginning. I kind of feel like a dick about that, but you know what? We're just going to keep it because that's the way it goes here on lukemick. So I'll talk to you guys later.